Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this online session. Today we will study about punctuations. Firstly, we should know what punctuation is. Punctuation is the use of special symbols that you add to writing to separate phrases and sentences to show that something is a question, etc. Now we will study why to punctuate the sentences. Punctuation marks are symbols that indicate the structure and organization of written language as well as intonation and pauses to be observed when reading aloud. In written English, punctuation is vital to disambiguate the meaning of sentences. Here are some punctuation marks like full stop, ellipsis marks, comma, colon, semicolon, question mark, exclamation mark, quotation marks, parasynthesis, apostrophe, hyphen and dash. Now we will discuss these punctuation marks. Firstly, I will tell you about full stop. Use a full stop at the end of a complete sentence that is a statement. For example, I know that you would never break my trust intentionally. Here we put a full stop after the completion of the sentence. If the last word in the sentence ends in a full stop, do not use another full stop after it. For example, I know that MD, she is my sister-in-law. Next, we will discuss about comma. To avoid confusion, use commas to separate words and word groups with a series of 3 or more. For example, my property is to be split among my husband, daughter, son and nephew. Use a comma to separate two adjectives when the word and can be inserted between them. Example, he is a strong, healthy man. Use commas before or surrounding the name or title of a person directly addressed. For example, yes, doctor, I will. Use a comma to separate the day of the month from the year and after the year. For example, she talked to her husband on December 5, 2003, Mill Valley, California. Use commas to set off expressions that interrupt the flow of the sentence. For example, I am, as you have probably noticed, very nervous about this. Next is semicolon. Use a semicolon in place of a full stop to separate two sentences where the conjunction has been left out. For example, call me tomorrow, semicolon, I will give you my answer then. Use the semicolon to separate units of a series when one or more of the units contain commas. Next is colon. Use the colon to introduce a list of items when introductory words such as namely, for example, or that is do not appear. For example, I want the items namely butter, sugar and flour. A colon should not precede a list unless it follows the complete sentence. For example, I want an assistant who can do the following. Then we put the colon, then A, input data, B, write reports and C, complete text forms. Use a colon when the second clause explains the first clause and no conjunction is being used to connect the clauses. If only one sentence follows the colon, do not capitalize the first word of the new sentence. If two or more sentences follow the colon, capitalize the first word of each sentence. Next is question mark. Use a question mark only after a direct question. For example, will you go with me? Then we put a question mark. Use a question mark when a sentence is a half statement and half question. For example, you do care, don't you? We put here question mark. Next is exclamation mark. Use exclamation points to show emphasis or surprise. Do not use the exclamation point in formal business letters. For example, I am truly shocked by your behavior. Then we put an exclamation mark. Thank you.